A French national wants to come to the US, and France is a treaty partner with the United States, meaning the citizens there can invest in a small business and they can get a visa. And E2 visas are almost known as the baby green card. It is almost as good as a green card. In some ways, people think it's better because you don't have worldwide taxation. If you do a E2 investment, you have a small business, you can come into US 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, you just stay here for as long as you want, as long as your business is still there. However, it's not easy to just start any business. And what kind of business, right? So first of all, you need to prove that the business is real and operating. You need to prove that the business makes enough money so it's not marginal, meaning you're not just paying for your own salary and living and it's like a skeleton zombie business where you're really just money goes in, money goes out. It doesn't actually contribute to the US. They want to see an actual business that is growing, that's paying taxes, that you're employing people, so it's not as big as other, requirements like EB5 or L1, but at least it's not marginal. And that you are not stealing American jobs. You are an investor, you're creating a business, and other people are doing it. You're hiring different people. So a cleaning business of this person's background, it was pretty clear that this person was not gonna be the cleaner. They're not gonna be there scrubbing toilets. They're not gonna be there vacuuming. They are there hiring a lot of people to do it, right? Because of their background. But have they invested enough, right? So this was a little bit shy of $70,000. What kind of business can you do with $70,000? And what did you spend it on? Because you have to spend the money too. They bought a car, or leased a car, a few $1,000s. They bought t-shirts, they bought a banner, they have contracts, they have everything in place with all professional service for the marketing, for the mailing to the customers, having a lot of customers sign up that said they want to do it in a very popular, wealthy district in Seattle, because that's where they want to live. Is it going to work? It was really, really hard. I wasn't quite sure this was going to succeed. This was Andy's team working on this E2 case. Not a lot of money, a cleaning business, very competitive. There's lots of cleaning businesses. How are you going to succeed compared to everybody else, and why? And on top of all that, another difficulty was the money was really confusing because it was a husband transferring to another bank, to another bank before it got to her. So we had to trace the source of fund before we even got to the 70,000 pool. And then once the money goes into the US bank account in Seattle, then spending it. But is that enough, right? Because we've seen E2 businesses with 200, 300,000 investment and still fail because the officer said, well, I don't think that's gonna make enough money, sorry. The key where I saw that this case was able to get approved was everything just made enough sense. It was an investment in a very wealthy neighborhood with a lot of wealthy residents as well as wealthy businesses. There were competition, but the competitions are all companies with no employees, with one employee. A lot of cleaning businesses, just mom and pop going and cleaning. They are formally and one of the only professional cleaning services with t-shirts, with white glove service, with a car, and their argument is economy of scale. By cleaning one office and then going next door and cleaning the next office, and then going next door and cleaning the next office, right? So much of the cost for cleaning is you go and clean one, and you have to drive across town to clean somewhere else. And now one day you can only clean 2 different places. But if you hire full-time employees, provide a comparable, competitive pricing and service and dedication and customer service, and businesses and wealthy people like that professionalism, they could sign up a lot of different people. Again, a lot of people who are doing these E2 businesses, they're not there to try to make money. They have already made their money in France. They want their status, they want the US, they want to start a business. They're used to having cleaning services in France. They come to the US, what? You can't, there's no good cleaning services here? Everybody I have to hire is this mom and pop. What kind of United States is this, right? The consulate gave them a chance. With that business plan, with all the contracts, with all the things, they filed it, the case got approved this year, and now they're here starting their cleaning business in Seattle. It's crazy to think that a cleaning business, E2, can work. And because it's a cleaning business, the capital expense is not that high. Why? Because cash flow is fast, right? What are you gonna buy? A bunch of detergent, right? Or cleaning supplies. And then immediately customers pay you in cash or they pay you in credit card. And so the turnover, right? You're selling your time and your effort for cash, so it immediately makes money. If you're gonna start a restaurant, you have to sink 200,000 for the remodeling, for the permits, for the alcohol license, for the for the menu, for everything before the first customer comes in and orders the first dumpling. Like so much money has to go in. But for cleaning businesses, it's immediate. So anyways, just want to share that success story because as scary as it is, there's so many people around the world with treaty to the United States that they can apply for E2, including Mexico.